18 of Vlogmas. It is Thursday, December 17th. I have Mark's on my face because Atticus and I both just woke up from a nap downstairs. He's feeling okay. He doesn't have much of an appetite, which, I mean, he's sick. And so Matt went out and got him a cake pop and got me a coffee from Starbucks. And so to explain that, our doctor said that, or Atticus's pediatrician said that we are fine to go through like drive-thrus or like grocery pickup as long as we sanitize and wear a mask in the drive-thru and the grocery pickup. And as long as we're not showing symptoms, and so neither Matt or I are showing symptoms. And so that's why. Are you drinking some water? This is a big deal. He hasn't had any water today. Is that good water? And so that's why Matt's been able to go get Starbucks. We were able to get Sonic last night, just because we wear a mask and use hand sanitizer before, and we don't take Atticus with us. And his pediatrician said that was okay. So we are just hanging out here. Atticus got really sleepy and fell asleep on me. And it was sweet. He hasn't fell asleep on me in a while, so it definitely did my mama heart some good. I got to hold him while he napped and went downstairs to the den, and I fell asleep as well. So it's a little after 1 now, which is his normal nap time. But, you know, it just, when you're sick, it kind of turns your day upside down. So he was up at his normal time. Oh, you coughing? He was up at his normal time and napped a little earlier, so I don't know if he'll take a couple naps. But my mother-in-law had COVID in September, and she was telling me that she was just exhausted, and that sleep is one of the best things he can do right now. So he isn't super interested in drinking water, and so we're not concerned about that, but we're trying to get him to drink mainly because we know that'll help him feel better. Is that a popsicle? Orange popsicle. Oh, is it cold? Oh, goodness. We just want him to drink some water because I know it'll help him feel better, you know? So, he's cracking me up right now. What do you want, babe? You want some cereal?
Oh.
Cereal snack.
Oh.
Where's your cake pop?
Oh.
Is Giraffe and Elephant eating the cake pop? Ooh. What a good sharer.
Ow.
Yeah. Are you sharing your special treat with them? So yeah, that's what we've been doing this morning, is just hanging out with Atticus. Matt and him were watching The Lion King downstairs, and it was really sweet because Matt fell asleep in the recliner and Atticus was laid out on the couch, and so I took a picture. It was really cute. But we're just in survival mode again, and he is feeling better. His cough isn't as bad, so hopefully it's only up from here. It's 7:45 and we put Atticus to bed a couple minutes ago. He was just super tired, so like the last couple hours were really rough. We could tell he wasn't feeling great. Everything that would normally cheer him up and brighten his spirits just wasn't working. He didn't want to be held. It's hard because he is little and doesn't know how to express what is hurting, what's wrong. So we're having to guess, and it's really wearing on us. And I know he is not comfortable and he doesn't feel great. And so hopefully he wakes up tomorrow morning after a good night's rest. He was so tired today. That was a big problem of it. So hopefully he wakes up tomorrow and feels better and just continues to feel better and get better. Tomorrow's his last day of his steroid, which I think the side effects of that is really attributing to his mood and to how he reacts to things, because things that would normally, his fuse is just very short. It's hard. It's just hard. I really feel bad for him. So I think I downloaded a game on my phone. This is so stupid, but this game called Townships. I don't remember if it's like plural or not. My dad plays it, and he's like, you should download this game. So I downloaded it, and it's so fun. It's like Farmville mixed with like Candy Crush. I'm having so much fun. So that's what I've been doing all evening if Atticus is calm or if he's with Matt, just to help take my mind off of things. So that's how I'm gonna spend my evening. Might also play Sims again, just to not worry. And he's in bed. He has felt good today, but fellow mamas, you get it. It's hard to see your baby sick. So I'm going to go play Township, and I think I'm going to get Matt up here, and so we can talk about our Christmas traditions. That way I have something that's interesting content-wise instead of... So our house is a dumpster fire right now. I think it'd be fun. Matt's family has some fun Christmas traditions. My family has some, and then the family that, me, Matt, and Atticus have some as well. So I'll see if I can get them to come up here and talk about it. Hey guys, it is a little after 11, and I am doing some computer work. Matt, he's so funny. I went downstairs and I'm like, hey, do you want to film like our Christmas traditions? I just didn't have a lot of things planned as far as content wise. Like that was something we were going to do next week, but with us not going to Sedalia, not going to see the movie, just basically being home. So I was explaining that to him, and he's like, yeah, would you mind doing it tomorrow, because I'm really close on a game. Matt loves to mod computer games, and so that is like his number one hobby right now. And he has been doing a lot during the day, because he was off yesterday and today, doing a lot and taking care of Atticus. And so really the evening, once Atticus is in bed, even then, if he hears him, Matt's running upstairs to give him a drink of water and check his temperature. And so this is really like his time. And I sprung it on him kind of last minute. And so he's like, yeah, I don't mind, but could we do it tomorrow? So that's completely fine. I have other things I can talk about instead. So what I'm doing is I am kind of finishing up some Disney plans. So if you don't know, I'm surprising Matt with a trip to Disney World next month. Our anniversary is in January, and I am going to surprise him with a trip to Disney because we have tried to go for the past, I'm gonna put you up with my cup. We've tried to go for the past several years, and there's just been a slew of reasons why we weren't able to go, between finances and I was pregnant or jobs. We just weren't able to go. So instead, I'm surprising him this year. And it is like for sure, I have our flight there booked, and I have our dining reservations all made and all that. So with the exception of one, and it's so bizarre because it's for Sci-Fi Drive-In Theater, or it might be Dine-In Theater. When we went in 2018, like that was one of the restaurants that had wide open availability. Like you could just walk in and get a reservation, or not even a reservation, a table. And like that was one that you would always see on the app that had available times. And so I signed up for Mouse Skip Rose when I realized that I missed out on some reservations for the latter part of our trip. No, for the first part of our trip. Sorry, because we're arriving on a Wednesday. And so everything like Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday were all taken. and I was able to find things for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So I signed up for Mouse Dining and Mouse Capros, and by far and away Mouse Capros is my favorite. That one I did pay for $6 a month, and so I'm only going to pay for it for this month, last month and this month, in order to find the reservations I want for the times that I want. And so I was able to get Chef Mickey's breakfast, Topolino's, Le Cellier. And then Sci-Fi was the fourth one that I'm waiting for, and I've only seen it pop up like once, and I've missed it. I think once or twice I missed it every time. So I guess like word got out that it's a fun place to eat at. I don't know. So if we don't get a reservation there, it's not going to be the end of the world, because we could eat quick service at Hollywood Studios. I'm not worried about it. What I was worried about were the 2 breakfast reservations and then Le Cellier, because that's our anniversary dinner. So those were the 2 I was concerned about. Now, what I'm doing is I am crunching some numbers, because flights back, so we were originally going to leave on Tuesday the 18th. And I don't know if it's because it's the day after Martin Luther King Jr. weekend. The prices are ridiculous for flights compared to the day we were flying out, so the 12th, and then compared to Wednesday, the 19th. So what I'm doing is I'm comparing the flights on Tuesday versus staying in, because we would check out of, we're staying at Pop Century, we would check out of Pop on the 18th and then go to a different resort and check in there. So like a split stay kind of. I might even, I don't know if it's too late to do that. These are the moments that I'm like, maybe I should have gotten a travel agent and not be winging it. But I planned our entire honeymoon and I took a lot of pride in that. And so I don't know, it's just different. It's just different this time around, especially with like COVID and all that. So, but I don't need to sign in for this. I might have to sign in later. So I'm just checking to see if the numbers, what would make the most financial sense for us. And it's also something that like, I wonder if I can wait a week and a day and then ask Matt, because this, obviously you'd have to take off another day, or if we shift days, I don't know. This is so last minute. So like, what am I thinking? I don't know. This isn't usually my style. I'm very, especially with Disney, I'm very planned. Everything has been planned months in advance, but I decided in October that I was going to do this, and we're just running with it. So let's crunch some numbers and talk about it. Okay, so this is how much flying back on Tuesday would cost. And I'm kicking myself because the flight was originally, like a couple weeks ago, I think $98 a person. And so mine would be free because I have a travel credit through Southwest from a canceled flight earlier this year. And so it would have been significantly cheaper than this, but I waited because I'm like, oh, it'll drop down to $89. It did not. It has not. This is where we're at. So I'm going to crunch the numbers if we come back on Wednesday. So we'll see. So then this would be the price to come back on Wednesday, flight-wise. Obviously, this is a much better number than $518. So, gosh, I don't know. So I'm going to keep that in mind, do a couple more crunches, see what we get. This would be the number if we stayed one more day at Pop with Wednesday's flights. So 439, 518 minus 439 would save us $79. Is that worth Matt taking off another day? I don't know. But man, what do I do? So I was in a silly, goofy mood and looked that up, but we would be saving like $6. So, gosh, I don't know. Matt really wants to stay here. But we wouldn't be saving that much money, and that's like the whole point, you know? So if we'd only be saving $6, then we should just come home on Tuesday. What I think I'm going to do is wait a week and hope that it doesn't go crazy on me, and ask Matt what he would prefer to do once he knows about the surprise. So I think I'm gonna wait on that, and which I don't like waiting, but I think it would be best in this scenario to just get his 2 cents. And you know, do we want to rope this trip in with his birthday? His birthday isn't until May, but he turns 30, and so it's like this trip is like kind of a present for his birthday. But if we really want to make it a present for his birthday, then staying an extra night at a resort he's always wanted to stay at, and having like a resort day the day before we leave, or the day before we leave. That would be my guess. I don't know of what I would say. I don't think that part made any sense at all, but we're gonna roll with it because my brain isn't making a lot of sense. So right now I'm waiting for day 13's video to go live, which is, you know, the beginning of this past week, and it's going to be real fun to see. We're so optimistic on Monday. We're so optimistic on Tuesday. Wednesday, our life is a dumpster fire. What is going on? Then Thursday and today. So I'm going to end the vlog here. I hope you guys had a great December the 17th. It is 8 days until Christmas. Can you believe it? I cannot. It doesn't feel like it, especially with the sick kid. It is what it is. We're powering through, and it'll be a good time because I said so. If only that's how it worked. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow.